This is Zohar Pshat day 146, and we're on Daf Yuzayim and Beis, the seventh line down. V'chosha kad itar. So it's a little bit of a contradiction here because we learned that Gehenim happened on the second day, but here he says really the Gehenim route was at least the first glimmerings of Gehenim came out about on the first day. Chosha kad itar. Chosha, when it became aroused, itar betokve, was aroused in its strength. Bar Gehenim, and with it, Gehenim was created. So, evidently, there has to be Choshech in order for there to be Gehenim. There has to be a Hester upon him in order for there to be a possibility of all sorts of negative things happening in the Bria. Positive things as well require Hester upon him, and so on and so forth. But so already with the first day, the possibility of Gehenim arose, even though the actual causes for Gehenim, which are the friction, which occur on the left, actually only happen, manifest on the second day. So Choshkat Iter B'Tokvei Bar B'Gehenim is topic by day, but Machlokes, and it became connected to Choshech with this Machlokes of the second day. So again, I don't know what the exact difference between first day and second day is, but the Choshech planted the seeds, and the Havdalah, as we shall see, made the Gehenim, and perfected it, brought it to a higher level of existence. He became connected to this Machlokes second day. Came the Shachich, Rugs of Tukva, but once the animosity and the power, the fervor of the Machlokes diminishes, there rise the Machlokes of a different sort, which is Machlokes derchimu, Machlokes of love. This, of course, relates to the Chazal Vesva Hey Besufa, Shnei Talmid Chachamim who had Machlokes and Halacha, the Chil Nasu Sonim and Sof Nasu Oavim. Machlokes Shem Shemaim ends in Ava. That's the difference between the Machlokes of Korach Hadas and Machlokes Hillel and Shammai. And Trey Machlokes Habu. Two Machlokes. Chad Shirusa v'Chad Siyuma. There's the beginning, and there's the end of Machlokes. And V'doyu Archen de Tzadikaya. This is the path of Tzadikim. Shirusa Dilhom Makashu. They start off with Machlokes, with which is tough. And learning happens that way all the time. You enter a base medrash and you see there's this tremendous argumentation going on. People are sometimes on the verge of throwing chairs at each other. It gets very heated. The Sofa Dilham Benaicha, but it ends with placation. That's the word, pacification. It ends with calm. In other words, if everybody is involved in the Shem Shemaim, the argumentation makes things get exciting, even exuberant, and brings about clarification to the point that in the end, everybody can say, okay, look what we accomplished. We came to a resolution which is appropriate, and Vesvay Besuva again, Nasu Ovim Zelazem. Korach Havishus Machlokes, Kafu Mugzav Tukva. Korach was stuck in the beginning part of the Machlokes, obviously because it was not in the Shem Shemaim. So therefore, he never got past the beginning of the Machlokes. From Rugza, the Tukva, based on the animosity and the power involved, stop again. Connect again. Shammai, the Shammai with the Machlokes and Shammai, served the Machlokes, the end of the Machlokes, called Rugza Benaicha, when the anger diminished, Itzuklis Ara Machlokes Derchimu. It was necessary to arouse. In other words, there came about the Machlokes of Rechimu, Machlokes of Ava. It's a fascinating idea. Machlokes of Ava. It's still Machlokes, but it's with Ava. Laskama Ayadei Ayod the Shemaim. And it was an agreement with the Shemaim. The Nitzitz Zohar refers to the Pikar Rabbi Lezer about the Machlokes Shemaim Kudmu. Arts come up again. I don't think you have to come on that. It's just that it's like we explained yesterday. And in Shamayim, they're asking, this is also Torah. And this is a secret of the second day of the Rakia B'Stoch HaMayim B'Mavdil, and it separates. The separation, Da Machlokes Kadmoa, that's the initial Machlokes, Isara the Rugza, the Tukva, which is the arousal of animosity and power and fervor. Baal Afrosha, and there was this this potential to remain separate. Vidar Gehenim, and Gehenim could have come about as a result. In fact, Gehenim did come about as a result because the idea of friction came into being, but it wasn't like Korach Vadoso, and it had a good ending. Ad Rugza took for Itzdanin, and until it got diminished. And so Yehira B'Stoch HaMayim, evidently the idea of Yehi Mavdil B'Mayim L'Mayim, the Havdalah could create a Machlokes, and it could have ended up very badly. Because in the moment of separation, there's competition and there still could be strife. But V'yasu Kimis HaRakia, when Hashem made Rakia, so then that gvul, that boundary, like we say yesterday, hierarchies are necessary in order to maintain peace. That's going to say it's our Machlokes de Rechimu. It became the Machlokes of love, the Chavivu. Chavivu is preciousness, but also this conviviality and friendship. The Kuma Dalma, and the world is sustained. And that's the secret of Machlokes Shammai and Hillel. And he goes further. The Torah Shebapeh Alas Berchimu Gabe Torah Shebeksav Avakilim B'Shlim. Torah Shebeksav is always din. Torah Shebapeh is always rachamim. That's why Torah Shebeksav has all these harsh punishments. Torah Shebapeh comes and mitigates and says, well, we don't almost never do these punishments, and they require a tremendous amount of hurdles to be surpassed in order to impose these punishments. So Torah Shebeksav is mitzadin, Torah Shebapeh is midas harachamim. If Torah Shebeksav had been operative, there could have been a lot of strife. The Torah Shebeksav is not operative in and of itself, and Torah Shebeksav has Torah Shebapeh. Torah Shebapeh works with Torah Shebeksav together in order to diminish the harshness, the tkifu. Harshness is a good word for tkifu. I didn't think of it before, and make it and cool it down. Torah Shebapeh again, always berchimu gar Torah Shebeksav v'kuma shlim. So what makes it kuma shlim is Torah Shebapeh, which comes and eliminates the harshness of Torah Shebeksav, and therefore, when the harshness is diminished by Torah Shebapeh, then it's possible to come to Rechimu in the end. So it starts up with a sharp edge. You start with Torah Shebeksav, you start off with the premise of what it says, and you have to interpret it and argue about it, and then you come to the conclusion of Torah Shebapeh, which takes up the harshness, blunts it, and ends up with Machlokes de Rechimu. And all the Machlokes in Torah Shebapeh, which are Sof and Liskayim, are the Machlokes L'Shem Shemaim, which are Machlokes which are good things. Now we're going to talk about a great deal about Havdalah. Havdalah Iyuvade B'Smola. And Havdalah is definitely on the left. Unity, we said already, unity is right. Right, Havdalah is on the left, but just like we're going to explain tomorrow, it's like it doesn't use this language, but Gemara says im ein das Havdalah minayin. That's why Havdalah is in Chene das. Well, im ein Havdalah das minayin. You have to have Havdalah. The question is how you use the Havdalah. Okay, we'll come back to that tomorrow.